Welcome to AFD TV. I'm Amber and this is Dr. Sam, and we're going to talk about vaping.
So Amber, any questions on vaping?
I do have a lot. Dr. Sam, what is vaping?
Vaping is basically, another term is e-cigarettes, where instead of using a medium of smoke and tar, it's more using water vapor to deliver the drug into people's system. And the drug of choice now, of course, for most vaping places is tobacco, but it's also in a lot of states it's going into marijuana as well.
Wow, okay. So what are the dangers of vaping instead of smoking?
Yeah. Well, one thing is, this is actually a pen, but it is a reusable device. So the good news about it is it's not actual smoke, but it is water vapor, and it is laced with nicotine, and or marijuana if that's what's in there. So it's not just pure water vapor. That's very clear. Okay. And so if it was, you wouldn't be getting any of the benefits of, the effects of that drug. Okay.
Is this something that's regulated by the government, like the FDA?
It is not regulated now by the FDA. That's why there's vaping bars and vaping places all over the place, and they're not pharmacists or not anything. And there are a lot of claims out there saying it's completely safe, yet there's been a lot of accidental poisonings, overdoses, ingestions, actually getting to the point where it's more for vaping than it is for actual cigarettes. A lot of it is in kids, because kids will see this from their parents. They will try it thinking it's a toy, whereas with a cigarette, most kids are disgusted by it and they don't know how to light it. However, with vaping, and actually a lot of vaping is done by kids, where you can actually legally do it, but it won't have nicotine. So it would just be more like
fruit flavored.
Yeah, fruit flavors, for example. And then they could, blow little smoke animals or something like that. So it's become a little bit of a toy per se.
I gotcha. Why has this become such a big thing in the United States, do you think?
Well, originally it was thought that vaping was going to help with people quitting smoking. I have a lot of patients that vape. I haven't had anyone that have quit smoking from vaping yet. Okay. However, the flip side on that is that I'm sure there have been, but for every one patient that is quitting, there's hundreds now that are starting to vape. We do have a lot of patients that continue to smoke and vape. And there's a lot of new people that are starting to vape where they wouldn't have smoked cigarettes. So nicotine there is a resurgence of nicotine addiction now.
Gotcha. So instead of inhaling the cigarette smoke and doing that, they're doing the vaping, but they're still getting the nicotine, which is highly addictive. Correct. And can be toxic and poisonous to children too. Yeah. Correct.
And all the vaping bars and the vaping manufacturers, their goal is for everyone to vape and for people to vape very often. So it's not about vape once, quit smoking, and be done. I wish it was, but that's not the case. And basically the laws are catching up to vaping. The state of Tennessee and most states in the nation, it's getting to be where whatever laws against smoking in public places are the same laws against vaping. For example, we've had a few patients who vaped in our office. We said, no way. Okay. Yep. So no vaping, no smoking. We don't recommend it. We do recommend you quitting. We're happy to help you with quitting smoking, but last thing we want is for you to be addicted to something else.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dr. Sam. I appreciate answering those questions today.
Thank you for watching AFD TV.
Thank you.
The medical advice provided in this video is informational and strictly the opinions of Dr. Sam Udrala and AFD Clinics. For a personalized medical opinion, please consult your primary care physician or visit one of America's family doctors' clinics today.